Hey, welcome. I'm Alex. This is a super fun, awesome, happy time pedal show.
I'm Gabor. Hello.
Hey, we've got the Headrush Gigboard today, so we're going to do some bass tones. But before we get started, if you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel and video, please do so. Much appreciated. Hit the notification bell. It'd be great. But yeah, we're going to get some bass tones out of the Gigboard. That's where it is.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're already on a new rig setting with nothing there, which hopefully you can see on that lovely big touchscreen. So let's find some amplification. So being bass, you want lots of effects before it and lots of effects after it. So let's start somewhere here. Amp.
Yes.
What do you want? Do you want a Marshall or Soldana or a
Soldana?
flip bass?
Yes, I assume that's like a Ampeg.
The flip top or whatever they're called.
Flip top, yes.
Is there any other bass ones? I haven't even looked. Blue line bass.
Well, because I'm not really anything but a straight ahead bass player, I think that flip top Ampeg type thing might be a good start.
Okay, what was that?
Yeah.
Flip bass.
66.
Flip bass.
Cool.
Okay.
Here it is. So it's a little bit more scoop than the direct signal.
So what do you want?
Maybe a bit more bass frequencies. Just to get that low weight back. You made 2 cabs.
And 2 heads, because that's a good bass player. You need 2 heads.
Do you?
You need a vintage Mezzo-Boogie style amp with it. That's always very good. Now, okay, let's just make it 1 amp.
Yeah.
But let's do 2 cabs, just for why not? We can, so why not?
Yeah.
1x15 open back. Why not?
Close back's usually more of a bass thing.
Well, no.
No. Let's go tweed bass, like an old bassman. Yeah, cool. That's pretty cool.
So we've got...
What did you do?
I made it a 67 condenser.
Ah, sure.
So we've got a 1x15 open back and a 4x10. So 1x15 open back with a condenser 67.
Yep.
And a 4x10 tweed bass style one with a ribbon 121.
We should mention it's probably best to use headphones or good quality speakers.
Yeah, we're in stereo as well. So as every good bass player wants to have stereo effects, we're going to have stereo effects going with this.
Yeah.
So we've got a bass rig now. What? So for bass,
Yep.
this is I'm not a bass player,
Okay.
but just what I see as bass, like bass effects, things like octavers, envelope filters,
Yep.
maybe compressor,
Yep.
some dry fuzz kind of thing,
Should we start with the
stereo delay.
Should we start with the compressor just before the bass amp, just to get that core tone,
Okay.
and then we can
Dynamics.
get some fun stuff after that.
Do you want a grey comp, a dyny comp, a side comp?
Try the grey comp.
Grey comp? I think that's like an old. I think that's the either DoD or Comprosa. Okay. Do you want attack, standard, issue, or suppress? Do you want to suppress people or attack people?
Attack people.
Okay.
We'll start with. Hoi.
You got a lot of level there.
Yeah. It's a bit clangy with the string noise, so might have to take some treble off it. Yeah.
Better?
Basically the setup, but it sounds cool.
Okay, so what we should also quickly do is, because it automatically assigns things. The first things you choose, it automatically assigns to these buttons. So what we do is we're going to go to hardware assign. We don't need the amp and we don't need the cab simulation as one of the foot switches. And let's put the. Do you want the compression as all to be able to turn it off?
No, just leave it always on.
Always on. Okay.
Part of that core tone.
Let's unassign it to it. Okay.
Cool.
So that's core tone. That's always on. Yeah, it's on.
Sweet.
Now,
let's get some fun things.
Fun things. Okay.
Stuff in front, like maybe a filter up front.
Right at the front. Okay. Let's see if we got again. That's dynamics, isn't it? Is it dynamics? Yeah. Let's see if it's in dynamics. Power EQ, basic EQ, auto swell, gate, side comp. No. So it'll be probably modulation then. Air filter.
Oh yes.
Let's try that. Do we want high pass, low pass, band pass, auto wah?
Sure.
Bad acid. Holy moly.
Let's go badass.
Let's go bad acid.
See what happens. If you hold the note, it kind of modulates. It's cool. And not so much that one.
Not so much that one. Wobber?
Wobber.
Oh. Wow. Ooh, my sperm count just went up.
I was going to say brown note, but yeah, whatever.
Wowzers. That's a lot of bass there. That's a lot of bottom end. It's the wobber.
Let's go back to the acid one. That was a
acid one?
bit more bow friendly.
What about squelch?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe if we'd like to go the neck pickup to the. I think we're getting a bit hot in there. Cool.
Okay, octaves.
Maybe get rid of the second one. It's a bit ridiculous. Is the filter still on it? Yeah. What's a filter?
Every good bass player needs a ping pong delay.
Well, it's a staple. It's a staple.
Absolutely.
Good bass tone. Maybe some modulation, like a phasey or chorus type thing.
In front of the amp?
Yeah.
Okay. Modulation. Vibrato.
Rotary?
Oh, okay.
See
What do you want? Do you want foam?
Memphis.
Memphis?
Let's go Memphis. I don't know what that means, but
Someone left a light on in Memphis.
yeah. It's irresponsible.
Yes.
It's got the octave. It's cool with the octave. That's fun. Not particularly practical, but a lot of fun. What about like a shimmer verb? Because that's also
Okay, shimmer verb.
it's also ridiculous.
No. We want a shimmer.
Yes.
Do we want a bright, ghost, high, low, pre-delay, scape, soft, soundscape? Soundscape.
Yes. That was pretty cool. Obviously we've been
Massive reverb.
way over the top, but it's fun if nothing else, which is
And let's set a shimmer off for a second.
what playing should be.
Fuzz. Let's try the fuzz.
Okay. Do we have is octave still on? Yeah, because I just think we need to get some synthy tops.
Okay.
Yeah. Changing the order.
Yeah, can I do that? Oh, a little bit. Octave first.
Might need a pick for this one.
Octave first or octave?
It'll make the octaves more pronounced.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
What'd you do there?
Move to fuzz in front of the octaves.
Oh, cool. That's more synthy.
Yeah.
The other one's more like a crazy grunge thing. That's fun. And if nothing else, it's what playing guitar should be. It's fun. Right.
Even bass.
I think. Sure, that'll go to tuner. Yes. Let's try.
Oh, bass-a-lele.
Everyone wants to know what a ukulele bass sounds like through a big muff and a filter and a.
Of course they do. Who wouldn't?
All right, so this is a clean tone without all the
Ukulele bass.
Fun stuff.
Bass-a-lele.
and some rotary. Actually, the rotary by itself, because you get this kind of a cool attack off the these rubber strings. It's kind of like that click on the.
Oh, like on an organ.
Organ, yeah.
Wow. There's a lot of verb there. There's a hell of a lot of reverb there.
That's crazy.
Yes, and then I mean you can reassign, so you can say, okay, I don't want the delay on here.
I don't want the reverb at all.
But I want the reverb on here. You want the shimmer on there, the on and off, but then you don't want it there, you want it over here. And then, we want the octaves there. You can move all that around, super easily done. You can go, okay, the filter, I want the filter to be, green.
Yeah.
And I want the fuzz, we don't have the fuzz on here, we need the fuzz. Okay, well, let's get rid of the shimmer. Sorry, shimmer. And let's put the fuzz.
That can be purple.
Oh yeah, hang on, we gotta go hardware sign. That is the fuzz on.
Yeah.
And then the fuzz is purple.
Sure. Oh, there's already purple.
There's already that one purple.
That orangey colour.
Orangey colour.
Yeah.
And then the octaves are blue, of course, because they sound so blue. So you can move it around, reassign it to however you like and whatever you would like to do and however you would want to do it.
How many reverbs do you want to stack on your bass tone? So
yes, you can also do actually. Let's quickly try this.
Should I get a
You
real
can
bass?
change. No, you can stick with that because you can rearrange the order of it. So you can make it. You can run things in parallel, like for example with this, or you press that again. And then you have this, which is probably not the best way to do it. Like with this. So what we could do, for example, is
Could we do a full wet dry?
Well, I guess you could pull all the. Well, what I was going to.
It'll be stereo, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But because what you could do is you could move the amp to the front here.
Yep.
And the speaker cabinet to the back here. And let's put everything else in between it. So you could have then basically a dry signal. So you could have like the shimmer and the delay on one side, and you can have the octaves and a rotary on the other side, and let's turn the compression off. Okay, let's see what that sounds like.
On my ukulele bass.
On the ukulele bass.
I think it's less pronounced because we've got a dry signal as well.
Yeah. But now also, so like for example, things like the rotary, let's try that. We should let's move the fuzz to there, and the compression can go there.
The first part, yeah.
Let's set the compression back on, because now the fuzz is also running in parallel.
So then you can hear the true tone of the ukulele bass,
Yeah.
as well as
No,
the
but it
big one.
retains the bottom end.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So
Obviously, we've been silly with the little bass, but
you retain the bottom end.
Yeah.
And then you can go in a mix as well, and you can say how much of each you want. You can pan it. Oh, hang on. Now it's panned. Lovely.
that's weird. All the distortions on this side and the cleans on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And now all the delays on that side.
Excellent. Yeah, have to hear this with headphones because it'll be
Because
nuts.
it's weird. So you've got distortion on that side and the clean
Yeah.
with delay on that side. I mean, that's the thing. You can route it in all different ways. It's quite a versatile thing. Super easy to use.
Like if you're doing say either like an original kind of slightly EDM like type band, or maybe like a corporate band doing pop hits and that kind of thing, you could go all your all your clean tone straight into a bass rig, and all this drive stuff, or sorry, all the affected stuff maybe into a powered PA speaker or something.
Yep.
And I'll split it that way. So there are, besides all the silliness, there are quite practical uses for it all.
Useful things to do with it. Yeah, absolutely. And you can, you've got MIDI as well, so you can hook it up via MIDI, which means you can sync it to, if you are doing like an EDM style band, you can sync it to tracks and you can do all that sort of stuff. So your stereo ping pong delay will be in time when you're playing bass on the ukulele bass. All the important stuff. Yeah, it's super versatile. Tons of stuff you could do with it.
I think for me, this thing has two things going for it, which are quite important. It sounds great, and it's also fun.
And super easy to use.
Yeah, obviously.
That's the third thing. Big thank you to Nick and everyone at Electric Factory as well for sending that out. Check out, we did some other videos that you can watch here, the Headrush. And there'll be probably more coming. So yeah, what could people do while they're on the internet and while they're watching this kind of stuff other than subscribing and watching us? What else can they do?
Oh, well, first of all, you need to go buy a ukulele bass from eBay, and then you can like and subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram accounts, all links below, to socials and to our podcast, which we talk about this kind of stuff. Not so much ukulele bass, but mostly pedals.
Oh, mostly ukulele bass. Cool.
Yeah, nice one.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you soon. Bye.